Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power.
Hello YouTube. So, new series. So recently I came up with something like how I gonna make some video and still give values in my very way without affecting my trading performance. Because the way I did my documentary series, it basically I record all the time and if you notice, I don't think that anyone has ever done that on YouTube, and it does affect my trading a lot. And I will do that again, but in the future when my mental capacity and my trading is more consistent, and I believe that I can perform better, even in the public. So I came up with this idea that I call it consistency series. So basically, it is just during my trading days, I usually note things down a lot because I usually journal my trades and my thoughts in my videos. And every time I found something fascinating, usually I write things down. So this series, I want to bring you with me on my path to fighting to consistencies. Does that mean in order to be consistent, it's not like we show up every day and try so hard every day. It's more like, because for me, true consistency means that you show up every day, you do your job, you know exactly what you need to do, you do it, and the reward is job done, and you move forward. And the next day, you do it again. The next day, you do it again. And the process is so clear. It's the process and the decision making is obviously really fitting your personality and everything, the trading plan and so on. Everything is so clear and technically it's easy to use to me in our personal level, and we can actually just show up, execute, do the job, and the reward is it's done. So we do it over and over and over, so it becomes kind of effortlessly. So that is my definition of consistency. For me, it's not like we show up every day and we try really hard, and every day just so different. Every day, today we do this, today we do that, today we're small, today we're really big. Obviously, there are things that are gonna be a bit different, but the process itself, the decision making, how we actually approach the chart, it got to be similar in a way. Otherwise, we're gonna be so discretionary up to a point that we're so emotional in every decision we make, and that I think is kind of dangerous. So I hope you got my point. So that is what I mean by consistency. And this series, I want to focus on sharing you just a bit of my notes on how I think and how I focus on my journaling and process to actually bring me to the true consistency that I am seeking for. I know it sounds kind of hard to imagine in a way, but I will just keep going, and hopefully in every episode I can actually deliver something that may be helpful to you, maybe not, but at, at least I try, right? So that is the introduction part. So the next thing, I'm going to show you a bit of my Darwinex Euro, and then I'm going to show you my small payout I just got, and the trade duration and why I actually focus on my trading duration and how it actually can really help me to find my sweet spot. And finally, I want to talk to you about the mindset thing, and I think it's very important in today's society, in today's trading world where people are so overwhelmed by contents. And yeah, let's starting with my Darwinex Euro. Alright, so I said that we will focus on the Darwinex first, but I think I will talk about the mindset thing first because it really sets the theme for the whole series. So what I mean by free yourself, what I mean is that there are so many ways to trade. You can, and I believe that we can basically trade any way we want. We can enter single entry, or we can actually break down our trade to multiple entry and managing all the ways around. And every way it actually have a different benefit in terms of psychology, and the mental game is also a little bit different. And also in terms of risk management, it also different. And I know that we heard a lot about I should have a you we, because I if you notice I really don't use this. You should do this, you should do that. I usually say I or we, because in today's world, especially online world, when I or someone became an influencer, we usually have a tendency to grow our ego to a point that we impose our thinking, our beliefs, our thoughts, the way we think about this world, and we impose that the idea into the audience, and we make people to to feel like we are a leader or something. And I don't buy to that idea. I buy to the idea that everyone is very unique and very different. That's the reason why you don't see me come and compare this person, that person, and even when someone misunderstanding me or trying to break me down, I believe that every human being is on a different chapter of their life. Right now, someone might chase the money, but for someone else, it's more about the invisible assets like happiness, love, and gratitude and stuff. And for some other people, it's maybe more about building a family with a lot of kids and stuff. So every of Earth makes this world diversified and beautiful. So we come back to this. So you can add to losing position. You can also add to winning position. Like I say, it usually I know that usually the new traders, the loser. Loser means that we lost money. Nothing. I didn't mean anything. So new trader usually heard that we should not add to losing position. But from what I have seen, there are people that actually do that and they find their way out of that position. And adding to losing position for some people is more comfortable. And obviously, if you are using things like martingale and really just building your position into a point that you are not using risk management or any type of risk parameter at all, then that's basically gambling. So anything that's coming close to gambling mentality surely is going to burst. And it is the same to adding to winning position as well. If you are not positioning your entries right, the sizing right, it could become an addiction and gambling as well. So in both scenarios, there's nothing right and there's nothing wrong. It's more about how you do it as a trader, not a gambler. So I want to wrap things up a lot because it's gonna be a whole big topic, and let's jump right into the managing risk as well. You can see that you can actually using fixed risk per trade. You can also using dynamic risk, like break your risk into different sector, different. Yes, there are a lot of ideas around that, and you can also risk higher on your A plus trade, or maybe cut your risk when you see it's like a B or C setup. Some people are more like scoring and grading their trades and their playbook. And if you are a high risk reward trader, probably when you really have a very tight stop loss, cutting risk during drawdown usually work better. And for people that have a high hit rate, using the same risk during drawdown seem to be like better. So you can see that there's so many ways. And in this one, I want to tell you that if you are grounded, if you are really slow things down a little bit and look around, there are a lot of ways to trade. You do not need to be smart money. You do not need to be something so big and so smart, and you don't need to correct the whole market to actually be profitable in trading. There are a lot of things to do, And in this series, I want to show you a little bit every day on every episode that how I noted on small detail, and from that I improve my routine. I improve the way I trade, the way I manage my trade, the way I access the trade, and the way I learn from my mistake. Because executing an optimal plan, some maybe there's the path to consistencies, but in order to finding that kind of optimal plan, there are a lot of up and down, and during that period, how you are going to learn. You need to charge yourself. You need to charge yourself more, and that's what I mean by free yourself. A lot of things we're seeing on the internet is not true, and we can only see it or see through it when we can actually giving ourselves more power. So I hope that you get what I mean. So the next thing we are going to talk about is Darwinex Euro. So I'm not sure if you know about Darwinex, but it basically is like a competition of a lot of trader joining and trading, and the better your performance is, the more like score and ranking you have, the more chance that you are going to get an allocation or funding to actually trade. And they are not really prop firm model. Prop firm is more like cash flow and stuff, but Darwinex is more like it's basically a regulated broker. But then they actually created this platform as like similar like prop, but a whole different business model. And as you can see right here, I have been trading Darwinex for around 4 months and around 3 months, and right now, and in June it's going to be my 4 month. And to be honest, I trade them in 2023 as well, but my performance was so shitty, and I had to reset and build things up again. And as you can see right here, in March, I actually have my account raised up to around 2%. And in April, I got to really deep drawdowns around 7%. And in April, I actually stopped trading on the account, and I was thinking like, probably I would just reset the account just around not so expensive kind of stuff. But then I thought to myself that this time I want to try to actually get out of the drawdown itself. And as you can see right here, from around 7% of drawdown, I end April in green, and in May I got to drawdowns again. But then I end May in green as well. So I know that overall my performance after 3 months just around 2.06%, and my maximum drawdown was like 7%, and it's quite high to be honest. And that's the reason why I didn't have high ranking and got funding yet. And I'm messing up a little bit during my April month because I make a little change in the way I approach the account and the way I trade it. And something you should know about Darwinex Euro is that unless you really are consistent in your trading, your sizing, and you need to really set your approach trading the account from the get-go. Because the moment you really like changing from swing trading to day trading, the moment you try to increase your leverage, trying to gamify the system, the AI, the Darwinex risk engine is going to detect that you are doing something unstable, something that weird, and the risk multiple is going to go down really like a lot. That's the reason why on YouTube you may see some people saying this model is more like a scam, because they don't understand the risk engine. And when you are not stable with your risk, let's say you are risking like 2%, but the next moment you are risking like 10% the next day because you want to be ranked higher, you want to get the capital, you want to make money. when you focus on the money, your performance going to be like mess up. Because when the Darwinex risk engine, the multiple go really low, like me right now, you can see they like 0.17, and I used to go really low, like 0.05, and it is like impossible to trade and impossible to increase like percent again on the account on the index. So let's come back to why I show you this. The first thing is that I actually have another screen right here where I actually let me show you. So as you can see right here, here's a slide that I want to show you. So the first thing is I actually building a track record on a related broker. Why I want to do so? Because a track record for me, I'm not really for now. I'm not really thinking too big, but for me, it's like a symbol of consistency. And in this series, it's all about consistency. I want to do it and show you the values instead of just think about what may happen, and I share you the things that I'm not really doing. So yeah, just to feeling more confident in sharing what I am actually doing. That's why. And like one fun fact I want to tell you is this: I got around 5 people joining under my link as affiliate of Darwinex Euro, and I think 80% of traders give up on their track record because you can win 1 month, you can win 1 day, 1 week, 2 months, 3 months, but on Darwinex you actually found people that actually winning for 8 years, 10 years, and 5 years and stuff. And they're not really winning big because they are managing a huge amount of money. So their goal is more like consistent 1 or 2% a month. I know that sounds really little to some people, but this is what I'm going after. I don't really want to explain why this is so important because for new trader, they seeing the 1 or 2% is like ridiculous, and they think that they can actually do more, like 100%, 200% a year. But for people that have been in trading for a few years, they slowly realize that the slow path with compounding interest and building trading in it's like a business where it make you profit. You use that profit to invest to something else. Maybe you day trade, and then that day trade profit help you to build up another account, and you use that for swing trade to diversify a little bit, and then you use both of the account to actually help you to have some kind of cash, and then you invest, and that investment is like a really long-term trade, maybe a value investing kind of stuff, or even crypto. It eventually build up your network slowly, and it eventually you are financial free, and you have all the time to do the thing you want. So basically that's what trading is all about. It's all about giving back your time to yourself and live your life. But during the time we spend time to learn to be a trader, our mind got fucked up with so many ideas about smart car, about something really fancy, and something that it's just really weird. It's a lifestyle, and it's really just all about the lifestyle and stuff. And we fall for that. We want to be that. We want to trade from the beach. But in reality, when you trade on the beach, the Wi-Fi is shitty, and and you probably got disconnected and got margin call. So yeah, that is just a way that I want to tell you about the reality of trading. If you're really trading as a business and really develop a plan, a mind map on how to really make money and save money and invest and this kind of stuff, it's very powerful stuff. So trading on this platform, it actually slowed me down from my impulsive thinking and behavior. You can saw me. I got some kind of very impulsive trading in the past, and I know that it may take time for me to actually slowly build things up again and remove the kind of bad habit, but I'm doing it. And this is why I bring up Darwinex Euro. So I'm gonna show you a little bit more on the starting. You can see right here my Sharpe ratio, my return, my chart out. They're very average and they are not really good. And obviously I am working on to improve it. I know that I don't have a massive track record and above that record or something, but at least I am trying to do it and trying to create it. Even I'm why I say I don't want to spend time to sell products. I want to spend time on my trading and improving it. And the reason I really want to have a track record in the future, I want to have my personal account on probably IC market or Exodus, whatever, and build things up as well and show you how to do it as well. And it's gonna be just YouTube thing and sharing things. I genuinely believe that if someone wants to show you something, especially if it is really expensive, thousand, they got to have a track record. They got to have something that really showing you that they are living what they are talking. I hope that we can be a little bit more skeptical because in this industry, people are more money driven, and we all want to make things work out for us in life, but you got to protect yourself. Alright, so the next thing I want to show you is my payout. So I just recently got a small payout on my 100k funded account. It's just around 1. I think about 2%. But because my account is like 95% of profit split because I bought the add-on and stuff. We're going to reload this one as well. I got the payout quite fast. Something you need to understand is that I'm not showing you this as a promotion or any kind of things related to promotion. I am just a client trading on this platform and yeah, just doing my thing, trying my best. So why I show you this? So the reason I'm showing you this payout because I used to only trade 400k account, and as you can see, million in the challenge. But recently I scaled down massively to find my way to consistency instead of just spending ridiculously big amount of money all the time on my challenge or even on my personal account. And when I scale down like this, when I got this payout, I am happy. To be honest, I am happy. But immediately my mind think that, well, maybe I am ready to start another challenge on FTMO 400k. That's what I want to do because FTMO 400k is actually something I am definitely going for in this year. But eventually, when I look down at my channel, I realize that even I am making progress, my expectancy is positive. My equity curve is still to the upside. But the thing is, I can see that I am not ready to take a big challenge like that, and I just withdraw the money and just keep trading on this small account for a little bit longer, so that when I feel more confident and when not only that I feel confident, but my result also speaking to me that I am ready, then I will take the step to scale things up a little bit. Scaling, sometime when we got a payout or we got funded, we're so excited. We think about the big numbers and we think about, wow, if we can make this money with just one account, imagine how much we are going to make with a lot of accounts, and we just link it to a trade copier and stuff, and then we just make money every day. Instead of making money, I slap myself every day. It is quite hard to cope with the big numbers and stuff, especially when I did in the booklet in my documentary series. Yes, that's the reason why I want to bring this payout up. Not because I want to talk about money and stuff, but because I want you to know that this money is very valuable to me right now because I don't take a lot of challenge. But when I do take a challenge right now, I want to make sure that my pass rate is more than 90%. I don't want just check challenge, aggressive, reset, check challenge, aggressive, got a big payout, blow the account, do it again. It's a kind of emotional thing. It's a cycle. Even it's profitable, I don't want to live that. And I want to be consistent. And trading for me right now, I want it to be just a shop. I got a lot of beautiful wisdom and stuff from trading, but that's it. Right now, I want to make it a bit consistent. And a part of being consistent is that you need to know your limit. Because if you are not knowing your limit and you just keep pushing your limit every single day, eventually you're gonna get hurt. And that's exactly what I did to myself. So, got funded, got payout, enjoy the payout, make another payout, 3 5 times more, got plenty of cash. The result telling you that you are ready to take another challenge, ready to scale things up, ready to whatever, then do it. Otherwise, passing the challenge or making one payout, it doesn't mean much. Especially right now, there are a lot of scam firms and there are a lot of new prop firms that's really just pop every single day and pop down the next month. So you need to be really calm. Even you make money, now is our shot to save that money and make a wise decision based on our trading ability and our trading limitation. Alright, so we come to the final thing. That is the trade duration and the wisdom behind it. So in order to check my trade duration, I actually using automated trade journal software. And in this case, I actually use TradeZilla. One thing I want to remind you is that TradeZilla is actually just a journaling platform. It's not a verification platform. All the things you are seeing, they actually can be manipulated. So what does that mean? Does that mean when I show you this, you only have two options? Either you are going to believe me, or either you are going to say it is fake. And I have a one master account, and it is around 100k. A funded account, not really a personal account. So every up of my trading day after I have done the day, usually I will export my MT4 or MT5 depend on the broker, and then I import on the trade into the platform, and it gives me a visual of what's really happening and my profit factor, trade duration, the times, the calendar and stuff. So it actually gives me kind of a visual on how I'm doing. And as you can see right here, I'm not really consistent. And you can see a lot of red. My win day just like 50%, and my profit factor is very average. And my average win against my average loss is also very normal. Nothing fancy, nothing high risk reward. So this data is actually based on around more than 150 trades something. And as you can see right here, the trade duration is that most of my trade are from the trade that last longer than 10 minutes. The most optimal time duration is 30 minutes to 60 minutes holding time. And down here you can see that when the holding time is around, the duration is from 10 to 30, I still kinda profit. But when it comes to the duration of 30 and 60, my win rate is around 74%, and I make the most of my profit based on the duration. And I got some profit with the trade that holding longer than 2 hours, 4 hours. But you can see the profit is very small and the loss ratio is very high. So what trade duration mean? It means that throughout that kind of window. So that what trade duration actually show me? I think it actually show me more, but right now I just don't think I just couldn't remember all the things that I used to think about. So the first thing is that trade duration. From what you saw in my trade journal, you can see that I currently have a two-type journal, the manual and the automation. So in the manual, I log different things. In the automation, the automatic journal like Trezella, I know I use them for different things as well. As you can see right here, the trade duration. So first, trade duration actually give you an idea of what time framing actually fit you the best. So my trade duration, the best one is around 30 minutes to 1 hour. So it actually allowed me to know that if I focus on 1 minute, it's kind of too fast. But if I focus on 30 minutes for my execution term, it's kind of too slow. So my sweet spot lining around 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. And that's exactly what I am doing right now, and it just feels right. So the next thing is mental capacity and who you are as a trader. So the trade duration. So and you can see I also have some winning trade, and I actually profitable on the side of holding about 2 or even 4 hours. But what you are going to note that is my win rate is very low. So that means that the longer I hold, maybe I make money, but my win rate is so low. Why? Why my win rate decreased like that? And that is your mental capacity when I hold that long. The problem of holding that long is this, I had to like monitor the trade, watching the chart, and after 1 hours, my attention span it just messed up. I could not focus like in 1 hour and less. So the longer I am in the trade, the higher chance that the decision that I'm going to make is not going to be optimal and as good as the decision that I will make in the 1 hour duration. I'm not sure if you get it, but the longer you are in a trade and the more time you spend in front of the chart, you got burned down massively. And the more burned down you are, sometimes we don't realize that we burn down, and sometimes we just keep trading until the result, a lot of red numbers just slap to the face and make us wake up and stop. But that is actually what really happening. So the duration, even I am profitable and winning, and it's showing me I'm got some kind of good expectancy. But the thing is, obviously, the win rate telling me that I usually burn down during 2 or 4 hours or even longer time holding, because I remember I have some trade I hold like the whole day, and it just feel hard to live normally. And the final thing is the decision making speed. So one of the very dangerous thing in the decision making process is that sometimes you got lost, and then instead of accepting that loss and close the day, usually we re-entry, and then we gotta stop out again. We re-entries again. We gotta stop out again, and that kind of problem happened a lot to NMC trader, especially the one that really tight and refine their stop up to a level like 1 or 2 pip. Got in, stop out, got in, stop out, got in, stop out, and the cap. And from my trade duration on my channel, I can absolutely see that I'm not that type of trader. And every of my trade, I want it to have some room to breathe, and I want to hold it a little bit longer than just 1 minute, 2 minutes. And for that reason, I'm going to be very careful when I re-entry, or like just not going to spend time on second charts or 1 minute chart, because it really make my decision making speed is like more fast paced, and I don't want that, because from the journaling it's telling me that that is the best time for my trading. That is the best time for my trade duration. And from there, I know when to kill a trade. I know when what kind of time window I'm going to have as the best expectancy. And yeah, so I think that's done. I don't want to keep talking and talking. So obviously that is episode one. I think it's longer than I expected it to be. But it would be very helpful if you let me know if you actually get something beneficial from it. So I actually can keep note things down and share with you more on my journey toward consistency, because the idea should come to my mind and I just make a video based on my journey. For now, that is the best I can do. I am not going to do like live streaming. Maybe I will record like one day or 1 week as the most, when I have enough mental capacity to do so. But yeah, I'm going to really the trade, like we just focus on trading instead and let the results speak for itself and just enjoying life. The trading is supposed to give me my time back, and I don't want to spend time to argue or drama or my dick is bigger than yours kind of stuff. Oh man. So I just wish you all the best and have a happy weekend, and hopefully the next week we are going to be in green. Alright. See you.